is The Magnet.
Hello, you're welcome to this week's edition of The Magnet. Today we shall be zeroing on and focusing on the aviation sector. We're happy that lately we've had relative safety in the air of Nigeria. Nothing much, and then there's probably a lot of preventive measures being put in place. Today we have a major player in that space that will be lending a voice and sharing thoughts with us on The Magnet. Who is our magnet for the week? Let's give you his profile, his citation. When we come back, you agree with me that he's really a mentor that should share thoughts with us and mentor you on television. We'll be back shortly.
Mr. Aduremi Muyunudeen Makanjuola, a loving family man devoted to his wife for 50 years and to his children, is perhaps best known for his company, Coverton Offshore Support Group, a leading provider of aviation and marine logistics support services, and for his groundbreaking work as a pioneer chairman of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund from 2007 to 2015. He has over 20 years experience in banking industry, having worked at Union Bank of Nigeria, Equatorial Trust Bank, and Defcon Merchant Bank, where he rose to become the bank's executive vice chairman. From 1999, Mr. Makanjuola focused on setting up his businesses, including the Global Oilfield Services, Coverton Marine Limited, and Coverton Helicopters Limited, respectively, inviting his children as directors and staff of these companies, whilst holding the position of executive chairman. By 2008, he founded the Coverton Offshore Support Group plc, growing the company to become listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange in May 2014, with Mr. Makanjuola as a pioneer chairman, a position he retains till date. He also served as the chairman of FBN Bank Senegal from 2014 until 2020. An enthusiastic advocate for education at all levels, Mr. Makanjuola is an extra member of the Governing Council of the Lagos State University and served as the pioneer chancellor of Edo State University, Zaure, from 2019 to 2024. Staying true to his deep love for education and enduring commitment to ensuring that all people, especially those with the fewest resources, have access to the opportunities they need to succeed in life and in school, Mr. Makanjuola was funded countless scholarships, philanthropic and patriotic contributions to society, including the training of over 200 pilots and engineers, the establishment of a well-equipped maintenance, repair and overhaul MRO facility, and an ultra-modern full-flight helicopter simulator training facility, the first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. Others include the donation of 500-seater lecture theaters to Federal University of Technology, Minna, Summit University, Offa, and Lagos State University, LASU, donation of state-of-the-art molecular biology diagnostic laboratories to Lagos State University College of Medicine, LASUCOM, and Edo State University, Zaure, as well as the donation of 2 dialysis machines to St. Nicholas Hospitals, among many other philanthropic endeavors. In October 2022, in recognition of his achievement and contributions to development in the country, Mr. Makanjuola was conferred national honors in the rank of Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON, by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. A simple man by nature, Mr. Aduremi Muyunudeen Makanjuola, who prefers to go by the simple Mr. title, has 4 doctorate titles and degrees honoris causa in his cupboard that he has never used. One of the most respected businessmen of his generation, he continues to influence and demonstrate how smart investment, especially in new technology, can build broad-based prosperity, and has certainly exhibited by his life and work that all of us, no matter where we come from, have the opportunity to change this country for the better.
You're welcome back. You have seen the citation of our magnet for the week. A great pleasure to welcome to the magnet Dr. Chief Alhaji. I can go on and on. Adiremi Makanjuola, you're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. I would have saved you a lot of time when you are mentioning all those titles. I'd rather be a Mr.
Mister, okay. But it's what you have earned over the years,
It
right?
makes no difference. You're not supposed
That's
to be.
part of his humility. He just wants to be addressed as Mister. He has several doctorate degree. He has a chieftaincy. He's an allergy and beyond. He's an entrepreneur. You're welcome to the Magnet, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You've been in this aviation sector for quite some years. And we know how it is. I mean, before now, we haven't really had any mishap but first of all, how do you rate the aviation sector in Nigeria now and before?
Well, before it was up and doing in some cases, but with Nigeria going very international, they had to get themselves involved with all the necessary standards, and then we have been able to pass every test on that. So for that, I give the federal government very kudos for what they've been doing. And the laws are there. I mean, if you break the law, the sanctions are there. The NSA, the FAN, and all of them, they make sure you get the right
Comply.
thing done. You cannot, as a pilot, you can't fly more than 8 hours in a day, and they make sure you comply with that. Your license and flying training and all that must be up to date. So we have all those put together. As a matter of fact, we have a training department and like a training school where we have trained Nigerians, people from Senegal, and all other countries coming to train Nigeria, because in aviation, after every 6 months, you must renew your currency, and that is you go back to be trained, and then the training takes like a day or two, and after that you come back. So that ensures that each pilot is up to standard. And for the helicopter sector, it's even different. Anytime a pilot goes up, by the time he comes back, the engineers have to recertify the helicopter before it goes out, that is fit for going out and all. So all those takes part, and then they ensure safety. But in terms of, so there's a good safety record, and for Caverton is zero tolerance for safety, and we've been able to do that. Although we had a mishap some years back in Cameroon, because we work in Cameroon as well, but it was weather related, very bad situation of the weather. We had 11 people died, including 2 pilots, and all that. But they did investigation, and we were exonerated that it's a bad weather report, not because of negligence of the pilots and all the rest of that. So we've been able to make sure that we do our best to
due diligence.
Even during the Buhari regime, we took the vice president to Ilorin for a campaign. But when they were landing, the dust overtook the helicopter. And because of the training of the pilot, they were telling them, don't worry, we'll make sure everybody landed safely. And I can tell you for free, the following day, I went personally to welcome
the then vice president.
The then vice president for another flight.
Interesting. Okay, this is a very, very interesting and heartwarming, revelation that your modesty, even though what you have recounted in Cameroon is not known to some of us, but it didn't happen in Nigeria. That's why could it now be as a result of leadership, bad leadership? That is why sometimes we experience it, because you said it earlier that a lot of safety things are in place, sanctions for whoever defaults, as it were.
Because in some cases, when you know a minister, you go and get an helicopter, feeling it will help you get a job.
Okay.
So they always put the cart before the horse, because if you don't have the hangar where the helicopter will stay overnight, or the plane, so that they can maintain it and all the rest of that, it's of no use. But if you have all those, then you are on and on.
Okay.
But the joint venture partners, they don't want to know whom you are. They don't want the standard to be maintained and everything done according to the law.
Okay.
We need for each helicopter, maybe you need 4 pilots, and you can't cut corners by putting 2 and all. For each helicopter, you need 3 engineers. You can't cut corners.
Wow.
So there are strict regulation to follow, and they have been following it, and that's why there has been no mishap and all. And moreover, before, the helicopters fly onshore, so they don't have much to fly. Now they have a lot to fly.
It's what you call offshore,
Offshore.
Right?
So they have to go offshore, they have to do that.
So offshore means outside the country, right?
Outside. And for outside, it might be like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Continuous.
Yes, without stop.
Okay.
To get to where you are going.
Okay. Before I forget, I took it for granted that our magnet is well known to so many people. So, yes, so I should just call him Mr. Mr. Aderemi Makanjuola, the chairman of Caverton Group. I think they are now known as Caverton Offshore Group, right?
Yes.
Because you fly outside the country?
No, not that.
Okay.
Because there are 3 companies in one.
Okay.
You have Caverton Marine.
Okay.
You have Caverton Helicopters. Caverton Offshore Group owns 99%
of Caverton Group.
Oh, no. Caverton Offshore Group, Support Group, owns 99% of Caverton Helicopters.
Okay.
And Caverton Helicopters, I own 1%.
Wow.
So
you as a person, right?
Yes.
Not the business.
Yes.
Okay.
So Caverton Offshore Support Group owns the entire 99% of each of those 2.
Interesting.
And I own 1% of it.
Congratulations, sir. Okay, let's look at your playing in the space over the years. I mean, looking through your resume, you had a very robust banking and finance career. Would that have contributed to your growth in the business? Because I know some people who started with you have gone under, particularly when you think also of your international exposure, first degree, second degree in United Kingdom.
Yes, you see, if you are a banker, you see how the economy runs, and you also see the problems in the economy.
Wow.
My philosophy in starting Caverton is to look at the problems of the country
and solve them.
I first started with Le Global Oil Field, that is bringing in gas to the country. I observed that during summer, there's a lot of gas in the country, cooking gas. And during winter, the ships that are to bring the gas are also working to ensure the people abroad have a good winter. So they have this. So you don't. So gas happens to be very scarce and very expensive. So, so the first thing I did was to buy a ship.
Okay.
A gas ship. I named it Awero after my wife. And during when the winter is on and there is scarcity of ships coming to Nigeria, we make sure we are able to go and bring gas to the country.
Wow.
So that's solving one problem. So we did that. Then we later on saw again that the gas we are going abroad to bring is actually from Bonny.
Bonny here in Nigeria?
Yes.
River State?
Yes.
Interesting.
So, and we asked them, why can't we be taking the gas right from here?
Source.
They said the depth of the sea cannot accommodate our kind of ship because they are small.
Oh.
So we now agree with them. We got NLNG to work with them and bring in ships that can go that
deep,
depth.
deep.
Then we call that mothership. He goes to Bonny, bring the gas into the midstream.
Okay.
Because the gas doesn't need to be refined, it's cooking gas. So once it gets to the midstream, our own ship can go and pick the gas in Apapa or in the midstream, and then that's it. Instead of using
foreign exchange
to go and bring gas and come back and all. So we are also able to
save
save money. And then we now have a lot of other people coming to be able to take the gas to Port Harcourt. To these other people have trailers to ensure they are able to take the gas to the north, and so you can see it's working with our philosophy. So
I'm just curious, your business strategy. Yeah. How? Because it's a mentoring program. We call it mentoring on television.
So what we then do was to look at any other issues. We saw that if you are going from Lagos to Ikeja, it takes you 4 hours.
In fact, that initiative was...
So we decided to start helicopter service. We actually wanted to do that between Lagos
and Ibadan.
Lagos and Ikeja.
Okay.
Because you can't go on the bridge and say you have a meeting in Lagos and get there before the time. The people must have
dispersed.
A good example was when we started, just Lagos to Ikeja, a minister of Petroleum Affairs, HEM now, Dakoro, wanted to go to Aja for opening of something. And they said, oh, you can't get there. It will take 3 hours, it will take 4 hours. Somebody told him that, oh, there's a new helicopter service going to
between Ikeja and Lagos.
He said, let me go with them. His palm sec said no. But his PA then
convinced
him, and they came with us. By the time they finished the ceremony, those people were still on the
traffic.
So they told them to come back.
The meeting is over.
So when the man came in, he said, look, I will make sure we write to all companies
endorsing
using
you.
a helicopter, endorsing our service. And that's how the Shell of this world and Total,
And the
Chevron,
multinationals and all of that. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
That's a business strategy. Like I asked, how did you ever come about it? It takes an enigma, a business mogul, to come up with that kind of idea. It never happened before you.
No, it takes selflessness.
Okay.
Because if you are thinking about making
Good.
your progress for yourself, you are indirectly making progress for other people you don't even know about.
Nice.
So if you are thinking of saying, how do I do this? How do I do that? It's not about making money. Because when I started the Global and brought in the first ship, I didn't know how to pay duty of 37%. The gas I brought in was cost 100 million. When I brought it to Nigeria, they said I should come and pay 87 million as duty. So I got to the bank, so maybe that's where my banking experience comes in. I said, look, I need you to give me 87 million to pay duty, but I will use this gas that came in as security. Everybody that wants to buy from me should come and pay to you. They paid to them. I made no profit.
Gestational period.
But I then decided to go ahead. After 3 or 5 transactions, I now knew the ropes. Follow it, started doing it, and then...
That's very interesting. Lately, we see a lot of young ones trying to say it has to be profit first. There's what is called gestational period in business, isn't it?
Yes, there's gestational period, and they should know business is about life. There's up and there's down. And you should always not be too optimistic.
Give room for some
businessman who is very optimistic will not make any money. But if you are pessimistic, you have plan A, should I lose? This is what to do. Should I gain? This is what to do. And once you have that, the sky is the limit.
Yes, the program is The Magnet. We're chatting, interesting, stimulating conversation with Dr. Adere. I was there when you were conferred with doctorate now. Let me use that.
It's not to be used.
Okay. Okay, sir.
When you put your doctorate, you bracket it. You bracket the doctor after the master.
Okay.
But now in Nigeria, you're a
doctor. We
doctor.
are very concerned, very conscious of titles.
We want to be a doctor. Even those who work hard to be a
PhD,
they don't use
play
it.
down.
They don't use it now.
They play.
They put Mr.
And then PhD at the end.
PhD at the end. So
I'm aware of that. Okay, yes, okay. So we still have Mr. Aderemi Makanjuola, the Group MD, Chairman of Caverton Offshore Group. Let's go for a break. On this break, let me let the cat out of the bag. We're just conversing. He got an honorary doctorate degree from one of our foremost private university that he is an investor in. Let's give you a snapshot of that ceremony. We're about to continue with this very stimulating conversation. The Magnet is the program.
The authority of the Senate, I confer on you the degree of honorary doctorate degree of science, DSc, honoris causa of Summit University of Kwara State, Nigeria, with the right and privilege there attached thereto. Congratulations.
I'm profoundly honored and deeply grateful to accept the honorary Doctor of Science degree honoris causa from Summit University. I sincerely thank the Governing Council and the Senate for conferring this extraordinary and meaningful honor upon me. My long history with the Ansarudeen Society of Nigeria, an organization whose values, missions have shaped my family,
is intrinsically linked to my late mother, Alaja Adiat Makanjuola. A devout Muslim, she joined the Lagos branch, Division 1, in 1980, and remained an active member, rendering valuable service through various committees. Our deep conviction compelled our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren to collectively support this university with a lecture hall named in our honor in 2017, commemorating our remembrance anniversary. For many years, I've been an enthusiastic advocate for education at all levels, believing it to be the most powerful tools for individual and societal transformation. My commitment to this cause has been demonstrated through my life and work, ensuring that all people, especially those with the fewest resources, have access to the opportunities they need to succeed in school and life.
It's a great pleasure to welcome you back to the Magnet, and I still have with us here the business mogul and magnate for the week. At least I can say doctor now. We just watch where he was conferred with doctor. Mr. Aderemi Makanjuola. Ceremonial.
When I was born, I was born
as Mr.
Mister. And that was a big
And
ceremony.
nothing will go back with you. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
So you can see that the conversation is getting quite interesting and stimulating. Our group chairman of Cavatin is reeling out a lot of information that we can't let go. So let's continue this conversation same time next week when we shall bring you the concluding part of these charts.